Good afternoon, esteemed Toastmasters and my dear guest. I am Ritvik, your Sergeant in the Arms for today, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to IBC Titans Toastmaster Club meeting number 675. Just like each of us has a mission in life, Toastmasters has its own mission, which is to create a supportive environment where members can grow both as communicators and leaders. Through this journey, we build self confidence, sharpen our communication skills, and unlock new possibilities for professional and personal growth. Now, before we dive into today's meeting, let me briefly share some important guidelines. Please put your phones on silent, kindly mute yourself when not speaking. We encourage everyone to keep on your video throughout the meeting unless you are stepping out. Role takers, remember to rename yourself with your assigned prefix role as the prefix. In Toastmasters, we respect each other's diverse views. So please refrain from discussing sensitive topics such as sex, religion, and politics. This meeting is being recorded and will be posted on our YouTube channel. Now, let's get started. And without any delay, I am delighted to introduce our club president, Toastmaster Arvind Raj. Hailing from Tamil Nadu and currently residing in Chennai, Arvind Raj has been with Oracle since last 13 years. His leadership and dedication to the club has been truly inspiring for a firm. Over to you, Toastmaster Arvind Raj.
Thank you so much, Sanjay Titans Toastmaster Ritvik. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Let's give a big round of applause to our Sanjay Titans Toastmaster Ritvik for a warm and nice introduction. Once again, good afternoon. Welcome to our IBC Titans Toastmaster meeting number 675. It's great to be here with one of our, what I would call as a small milestone meeting for us. And as a presiding officer of this meeting, I would like to call to meeting this to order. And thank you. So Toastmasters International is an educational non-profit organization that consists of a worldwide network of clubs present in more than 100 countries, and the club count is almost 15,000, and the membership count is almost more than 2 lakhs. Our club, IBC Titans, which is Inspiration Beyond Communication, is an Oracle corporate club dedicated to Krishna Magnum Building. We meet every Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. And I would like to the few dignitaries who are part of our meeting. Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster and Division Director Toastmaster Gajalakshmi, for joining us today. And thank you, Toastmaster Asha, Toastmaster Alok, joining us today. And we have our one of the young titans also, Toastmaster Bechitra, who joined our meeting today. Thank you. Next, I would like to call upon, I missed Toastmaster Pradimna, who joined after a very long time with IBC Titans. Thank you, Toastmaster Pradimna. Next, I would like to hear from Vivek Deepali. Hi, Vivek, could you please give a quick intro about yourself?
Hi, I'm Vivek Deepali. I am with the Siebel Development Team. I work as a director here. I occasionally join IBC Titans to hear if any of the topics is of my interest.
Sure. Thank you so much, Vivek Deepali. We'll be sharing one small Oracle survey. It's our internal survey. Please fill this.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. And I would like to hear from Toastmaster Ashat. Yeah, Ashat, I remember her joined the meeting, but I missed. Could you please give a quick intro? I think I missed. Yeah.
Yes, I'm a Toastmaster in Chennai, in a newly chartered club called as the Pupil Toastmasters Club, and I just joined it. I got the link for this meeting, and I'll just join them. Thank you.
Oh, sure. Thanks so much, Toastmaster Ashit, for joining us. Yeah. And we have one more guest. Yeah, hi, Shiva. Thanks for joining our Toastmaster meeting.
Hi, Arvind. I'm Shiva from Interpersonal Toastmaster Club. Yeah, so the first time I'm attending this club meeting, so looking forward to. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Shiva, for joining our club. Great. It's going to be another great session combining the one of the best team as well as the table topic. Thank you so much. Please, I think. Okay, coming back to our regular meeting today. As you might have seen from our last few weeks, where we have a lot of educational session, and today's theme also is a continuation on importance of the communication skill. And for today's session, it's going to be taken up by one of our leader of our club, as well as who is, you might have seen the earlier, there is one theme happened last month where it was a kind of an educational session. So here's a quick intro before I handing over to the theme on for today's meeting. She's a coffee paradise, Chikmagaluru, and she's basically a DevOps SR engineer, and she strongly believes that learning should be a lifelong journey. With that spirit, she joined Toastmaster to enhance her speaking skills, meeting new people, and sharing her knowledge. And when she is not working, she enjoys cooking, driving, and discovering new information. And for her life is all about spreading good vibes and embracing endless exploration. With that in mind, I would like to invite the Toastmaster of the day for Toastmaster Megha Sridharmurthy to take over the stage. And let's hear about the most important part of the theme for today. Over to you, Toastmaster Megha.
Thank you for the wonderful introduction, Toastmaster President Arvind Raj. Are you all ready for today's theme? It is going to be a informative session, and there will be lots of fun also along with that. Can I get a yes?
Yes, Megha.
Yeah, I'm going to share my screen with the presentation. Yeah, can you all see my screen?
Yes, Megha.
Okay. Today's theme is about VAC. What is VAC? VAC is visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. So what are these terms? What is visual? What is auditory? What is kinesthetic? These are called as modalities in NLP. NLP, I'm talking about Neuro-Linguistic Program NLP, not the natural language processing NLP. So in Neuro-Linguistic Program, that is a subject related to understanding human brain, how human brain works. There is something called as VAC system, that is visual, audio, and kinesthetic system, through which human beings communicate, through which human beings perceive and understand things around them. Right from the child is born to an adult. So VAC plays an important role in perceiving the world and to understand people, to understand what a person speaks and how a person feels. So all these happens through visual, auditory, kinesthetic. I would just like to share an irony. So while learning AI, I came across the same terms, NLP, where in AI it is called natural language processing, and modalities, where you work on different modalities. I mean, understanding different modalities and building AI systems to which will understand these modalities, that is visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. And I was awestruck by like, oh, I am learning this NLP and this NLP, and I am getting to know about modalities in both. How come the terms are same? How come the modalities visual, auditory, and kinesthetics are same in AI world as well as in the human brain world, which is NLP? And that's when I got to know that the artificial intelligence is derived from human brain itself. Who made it? Human being. And human being, how did he made it? What was the idea behind making artificial intelligence? To understand how human brain works. And however the human brain works, how we communicate, and whatever the neurons are present inside the human brain, the same design was taken and prepared to create artificial intelligence systems or the models which we use in our day-to-day lives. So with that being said, I would like to dive into the topic for today, that is visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Moving on, I would like to give a brief introduction about what is visual, what is auditory, and what is kinesthetic. So what is visual? Something we see. I would like to, before giving the definition of what is visual, I would like to give some examples. A visual person is someone who loves to get beautiful views, who likes to sit in a window seat. Have you come across such people in your life? I want window seat. If there is no beautiful view, they would not like to book that hotel or resort. They'll say, I do not want that. I want a beautiful view. So these are some of the people whom are more into visual representation. They like to perceive things through seeing, through their eyes. They also, you must have seen, they'll judge someone very easily by telling this color combination, what they're wearing is very bad. This is not going well. The shirt and pant, they are not going very well together. They could judge it in just 2 seconds by seeing that. And you can also see them attracting same kind of people in their life who dress very well, who are very presented all the time, who look good, who are more into makeup, who are more into beauty. So these are the people who like to process the world or things through visual. This is something about visual. If I go to the actual definition, a visual is a person who thinks or processes information quickly using descriptive language and performs a lot of hand gestures. They usually use phrase like, wow, we have a sketchy situation. Wow, what a view. Someone who is very good at reading maps and who can understand things easily by reading. And often they believe seeing is believing. Coming to the next modality, that is auditory. Someone who loves to listen to music more than a video. Someone who is, often you have seen them, like they would buy a 2 crores car, but if there is a slight sound in that, they would want to fix it immediately. It bothers them very much. Some weird sound is coming from this car, from this door. I want to fix it. The radio is not working. I cannot move. I cannot go now. Yeah, I have to fix it. We have to fix it. Let's fix it. If there is some noise in the cot while sleeping, I cannot sleep. The voice has to go. The noise has to reduce. So these are the people who have more of audio experience in their life. They perceive the world through audio. They have prominent feature of audio modality. So audio, if I go to the definition, someone who is more rhythmic to sounds than seeing things. They're usually good at repeating things back to you. After a meeting, they'll just summarize. They want to summarize, okay, this is what you said. These are the action items we have. Is it correct? Please correct me if I'm wrong. So these are those people. They say things like, we work together in harmony. They do best by listening and rely on hearing and speaking process. Unless the information is heard, it is not likely that an auditory learner will retain the information. Unless the information is heard, it is not likely that an auditory learner will retain that information. This is about an auditory perceiver. Going to the next modality, that is kinesthetic. Any guesses, like after listening about visual and auditory, any guesses what kinesthetic would be?
Megha, it's more about how the person is feeling. When someone say, I feel more comfortable with the other person and not uh, comfortable with some other person, maybe that is what uh, they are just conveying their feeling through words.
Yes,
Is it
it's
something
all
to do with emotions?
not exactly with the emotions.
It's activity, right? Activity, movement. Kinesthetic means activity, isn't it?
Not exactly that also. This is a kind of modality. Ritvik came close to it. That is related to feeling. A person, yes, actually doing also. Who said that? Ashiyat? Is it Ashiyat?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, feeling and then doing, right? So they like to do. So once you do, you feel also. They like to feel. So I will give some examples so that you will be able to understand. So, for example, for a person in love, their significant other, they will, tell them, I love you. But it's not enough for them. They want some feeling. What is that feeling? They want hugs, they want kisses. Until that is there, they feel you are not doing anything. They might tell you are not doing anything. I love you so much, but you are not doing anything. But the other person who is not kinesthetic might not understand what that. And I am taking her to good places. I am taking you to good places. I'm giving you. Sorry, not. I am saying I love you. All those things. But until the person feels, the kinesthetic person feels, for them it is not perceived. So it is mostly related to a feeling, how they feel. So they want to feel. Kinesthetic people want to feel and understand things. If I go to the definition, they respond better to touch and physical rewards. Someone who is kinesthetic might say something like, I have problem weighing on me heavily, indicating that they physically feel their problem. Kinesthetic learners prefer to be moving and doing and are frequently called doers because they respond best to being active when learning. If you have ever had a classmate that couldn't sit still during class and always had to be doing up something, that person must be probably a kinesthetic person. I hope everyone got a gist of what is visual, what is auditory, and what is kinesthetic. And these are the modalities each and every single human being on this planet are living with. Moving on. So, whatever I described in the previous slide about the definitions of visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, we have the same in a more descriptive manner in this slide. So I'll just give a brief summary. So visual is primary sense of seeing and observing. Their learning style is things in fast moving images, learn best through pictures and diagrams, charts, watching demonstrations. You might have seen leaders in the organization asking, we want a visual representation of this data. So I know you have data, whatever you are telling is correct, but I want a visual representation. Can you give me in the chart? So again, this will come into the visual modality. Key phrases, use descriptive languages like clear picture, looks good. So these are the words which a visual modality person will use. Primary modality is visual. Next is auditory. So their primary sense is hearing and listening. Their learning style is by listening, by discussion, by repeating, taking notes, through some word choices. Their key phrases are connects with language like sounds right or in harmony. Kinesthetic or feeling good, feeling and doing. So their primary senses, feeling, touching, and doing. Learning style, emotion driven, learns by doing hands-on trial, practical activities, and role playing. Key phrases, they connect with physical feelings like cannot grasp it or feels right. Like actors, artists, they all are mostly kinesthetic. They like doing, they like to feel. So artists, when they perform, they feel it. And painters, they all like they feel it when they do. And the sculptures, when they are sculpting an idol, so they feel what they're doing. So these people are kinesthetic, feeling and doing. And one important point I would like to bring up, there is a difference between feeling and emotion. So somebody replied, said about emotion. So feeling is something which is related to conscious mind. So whatever we feel is consciously happening. So if we are feeling hot, it is consciously happening. Our conscious brain is telling that there is hot, the weather is hot, so we are feeling hot. We touched something hot, so it is hot. I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling anger. So these are all coming from our conscious brain. And whereas emotion doesn't come here in these modalities, but I want to just tell about emotion. So emotion comes from the subconscious mind. So it is whatever the patterns we have stored. So somebody said something, you hear something happening, you see some two people fighting, and that triggers something in you. You become suddenly emotional. Some other two people are fighting, they are talking something, but suddenly you feel sadness. Your eyes get watery. Something like that you feel. So that is an emotion, what you felt. It's not feeling. That is coming from your subconscious because you didn't feel it consciously. Somebody is doing, but your subconscious mind understood something from that conversation, from some two people fighting, and it gave an emotion to you. And that's why you felt sad. So that is emotion. And usually, one tip I would like to give here, usually we should operate with feeling, not with emotion, because emotion is always subconscious, and subconscious is where we do not have control. It is all the stored pictures and memories, trauma, everything. So if we operate from the conscious mind, we know what is happening and we will be in control. If we know what we are feeling, that I'm feeling anger and that's coming from my conscious mind, I will be knowing how I can control. If it is emotion, I do not know where it is coming from. So the control will be lost, and there will be some unacceptable behaviors because of that. Just moving on. Okay, so now there is a little activity to understand your primary modality. That is, are you more of a visual person or audio person or kinesthetic person? So should we continue with that? I just want us, should we continue with that, or after the table topics, should we continue?
You can take a few more minutes, Megha, then you can continue the table.
This will be quite long because I have many questions in each of that. So
Sure, then we'll have a table topic. That's
okay.
division.
Okay. I would like to introduce our tag role takers for table topics. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I will be timer, Megha.
Okay. So today's tag role taker for table topics is Toastmaster Arvind Raj. He's taking the role timer. So I would like to introduce Toastmaster Arvind Raj as timer for today's table topic. Toastmaster Arvind Raj, can you please give a brief about timer rules?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Megha. Timing is one of the very important aspect of beginning anything. And even in the Toastmasters, we have one of the shortest speech, which is table topics. The timing is very vital, play a vital role, as you need to speak minimum for 1 minute. So once when the clock ticks 1 minute, I will be changing a green color like this. And at the end of 1.5 minute, that is, you need to wind up the speech and give your important points. I will be turning the yellow color. Then finally, at the end of 2 minutes, which is the allotted time for every table topic, I will be turning the red color. So I request all the Toastmasters and dear guests to speak between 1 to 2 minutes by using these colors. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mega.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arvindraj. I would now like to introduce our counter and grammarian role taker for today, Toastmaster Mallikarjun. Can you please give brief about the two roles?
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Mega. Yeah, I'm taking only grammarian, but yeah, I can take care of both. So as a accounter, I am responsible to take notes for the during the speech. You are not encouraged to use pause fillers like so, but, and we don't need to repeat some words like I like this. So I will do, for every speaker, I will make note of all the pause pillars used by the speakers, and at the end of the meeting, I will share the report of all the pause pillars used by the speakers. Just a tip: if you are lack of words or thoughts, just give a pause instead of using any pause pillar. Coming back to grammarian. So as a grammarian, my responsibility is to pay close attention to the all speakers and note down the good usage of the language and not so good usage of the language. So good phrases or words used by the speakers.
Who's it?
So as a grammarian, my responsibility is to introduce the word of the day and idiom of the day. So the word of the day is indomitable. Indomitable, it's an adjective. It's impossible to subdue or defeat, showing fearless spirit. Example: despite facing technical glitches and a tough Q&A session, Sarah's indomitable spirit shone through, and she finished her presentation with absolute confidence. Another example is history is filled with indomitable leaders who turned failures into monumental successes. So the idiom of the day is stick to your guns. So the meaning of the idiom is to remain firm in your beliefs or course of action, even when others oppose you. So example would be, even though the rest of the board disagreed with his proposal, Mark stuck to his guns. Mark stuck to his guns and eventually proved that his strategy was the right one. So another example is the negotiator was under a lot of pressure to lower the price, but she stuck to her guns and secured the original deal. So I encourage every speaker to use the word of the day and idiom of the day in your speech. And that's at the end of the meeting, I will show my grammarian report along with the accountant report. Thank you. Over to you, Mega. I also pasted the word of the day and idiom of the day in the chat, yeah, just for your reference.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mallikarjun. I would like to introduce now another tag role taker, Toastmaster Pradyumna, who is taking up listener role. Toastmaster Pradyumna, can you please introduce your role?
Hi all. How are you? Okay. The room is dark, so I can't be visible much. How are you all? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good,
Yes.
Pradyumna.
All good, Pradyumna. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. So today I'm going to play the role of the listener, where I shall put both my ears and both my ears on your speeches, and I shall be catching some peanuts from your speeches and make a quiz and ask at the end of the meeting when I'm called who answers the most will be titled as the best listener of the day. I shall come with my questions when I'm called. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pradyumna. I would like to now call upon the table topic conductor, table Toastmaster Ritvik, for table topic session. Toastmaster Ritvik, can you please introduce the table topics for our guests and Toastmaster today? Over to you, Toastmaster Ritvik.
Thank you, Mega. Wonderful theme you showed us today. So good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. Today I have the privilege of being your table topic master. And for those who are new, table topic is a fun and fast-paced portion of a meeting where we get to practice impromptu speaking, and I'll be providing a series of topics. Each speaker will have few minutes to speak upon it. So this is your chance to think on your feet, be creative, and most importantly, have fun. Also, please try to use the word of the day and idiom of the day as shared by Toastmaster Mallikarjun. So I'll be providing few topics and it will be based on today's theme of NLP and modalities. So getting started with it, who would like to take the first chance? Any volunteers? Anyone can raise their hand. Alok, yeah. Thanks, Alok. Thanks for going first. So I have a topic for you. Okay. Topic for you is, tell us about a handshake, a hug, or a gesture that you still remember.
Can you again repeat?
Yes. Tell us about a handshake, a hug, or a gesture that you still remember.
Good afternoon, dear Toastmaster and all the guests. I need to tell about something special because the theme say that about the kinesthetic part of indomitably it is very blurry thinking, but still I remember the hit from my physics teacher to my hand. That is the best gesture I still love every time, because when I perform best, fine, but if I was not up to the mark according to him, he used to hit with a white colored duster. And maybe it will be surprise for all of the listener or the Toastmaster. Maybe you are thinking about I can come up with something like a handshake or a smiley moment, but I come up with a very strong and tough event of my life that changed ourselves how we need to do better and better. And every time there is one punchline is there one movie, I will be back. So when I hit by this particular thing, then definitely I say that I will be the back. I will back. Thank you, Toastmaster Adrik, for this wonderful and nice topic for me. Thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmaster Adrik.
Thank you, Alok. Thanks for sharing your experience. Okay. Anyone else from the panel who would like to take up next topic? Ashat, would you like to take a topic?
Sure.
So for you, the topic is, what's more important in communication? What is being said or how it makes people feel? what's more important in communication, what is being said or how it makes people feel? You can give your own views on that.
Sure. So there is a study, it's a very interesting study, which says that when we speak to an audience, they listen to only 7% of what we speak and 52% of what our body language says, which means that what you do is far more important than what you say. That is according to that study. However, if you ask me, in reality, we need both. You need your body language to align with your message, and then therefore your message will reach your audience and they will feel the right thing. So I can give an example. If you see some people, even when they're new in the company, they come with the education, but they're nervous. So there'll not be a lot of conviction in what they say. As a result, you don't take them seriously. How you spend a decade in your corporate job, now you have conviction. So when you have the content and you back it up with conviction, people will believe in what you are saying. So my opinion on this is that you need both. You need to have conviction, therefore people will feel it, and your content also must be there. That is why we are here in Toastmasters, to learn this triad of content, confidence, and therefore influencing our audience. Thank you so much for the topic.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Ash. Thanks for sharing your views. Anyone else? We'll take someone from the guest. Sandeep, Shiva, hi Suraj. Any one of you would like to go ahead and take a topic? Shiva. Okay. Thanks, Shiva. Volunteering. So for you, the topic is, when you remember your happiest memory, what comes back first? The image, the sound, or the feelings?
Thanks for the topic. Is image, sound, or feeling, correct? Could you please repeat once again? I will little.
So when you remember your happiest memory, what comes back first to your mind? The image, the sound, or the feelings?
I always feel that the feeling is always important, so because the sense first we will get it whether we are seeing or whether hearing something, let we feel a sense. So that's always first it comes, then hearing, then visual. So that's why I myself I feel categorize myself. So if you think about that, what I can remember my previous things, what my really enjoyed time means my college time. So when I spend with my friends and going to a vacation, never spending with the time, it is always more enjoyable and memorable things for me. Especially we travel to few places. It's my first time I'm going with my friends as a trip, than college or school or sometime like that. But that is a lot of freedom I felt like that. So that's kind of first I felt like some of a different feeling, like so something freedom was I got it because they're going to school or something else, go family. There's something different freedom I felt myself. Then other than things come second or third. That's it. Thanks for the topic. Over to you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Shiva. Thanks for sharing a wonderful memory with us. Yeah. Timer, Arvind Raj, how many topics we can take? How much time we have?
Yeah, we can take at least two more.
Two more. Okay. So anyone else would like to take up a topic?
So Ritvik, I just wanted to, I mean, I'm new today, but I can just answer your question. Like what comes to memory first when something, I remember. So I'm a very visual person. I mean, my brain is a bit, I'm blessed with a kind of a photographic memory. So, memories, I see the pictures first, and then, feeling, and then auditory if something is there. That's how it works for me actually. and as a person, I have a very good memory, I can say, and that's good and bad. That's a boost, and I mean, boon and bane both, because good memories also keep coming all the time, and I can't forget bad places, bad things also. So it's good and bad. That's how I'm a bit personally shaped up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sandeep, for sharing that. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like it's differ from person to person. For someone it will be images, for someone it will be feelings, and sometimes it could be the sound of something. Let's say the sound of the ice cream truck on the road will remind you of your childhood memories. So yeah, it differ from person to person. And anyone else? I think Pradyumna, you raised your hand, right? So I got a topic for you. So the topic for you is, if you had to give up one modality, it could be seeing, hearing, or touch, anything, which would affect your communication the most and why? If you had to give up one modality out of seeing, hearing, and touching, which would affect your communication the most and why?
If I were to give up one modality, and that would affect my communication much, would be usually my dominant. Okay, I couldn't figure out which is my dominant modality, number one. But in the recent observations, I use my eyes very, very less. So even if I discard the visual modality, I'm not gonna lose much. And remaining two are the auditory and kinesthetic. In the scale, I mostly connect to what I hear, and at most I will be connecting to what I do, or what I touch or what I touch. So even in dark, sometimes I just go by touching and feeling the things, but that got nothing to do with the communication. So if I lose my auditory sense modality, then that could affect, because I'm playing the role of listener. So if I lose that modality in this point of time, I would definitely affect my communication. Besides, though I couldn't figure out, there are other two which are my favorite. They are olfactory and gustatory, that they are, because being a foodie, like smelling and tasting the food. So I use all five modalities to enjoy food. I enjoy with my eyes by seeing the color of food, and I touch with them and enjoy the kinesthetic, and then I smell, and then I feel the sound of the food while chewing, and then I enjoy the taste. Over to you.
Thanks, Pradyumna. You just described all the three modalities wonderfully in terms of eating the food. Thank you. Thanks for that. Uh, Vichitra or Alicia, any one of you would like to take up a topic? Oh, yeah. Hi, Alicia.
Greetings.
Yeah. I hope you're doing good. We've seen you after a long time.
I am.
Okay. So for you, I got a very interesting topic. So if you were to describe coffee, coffee to an alien who has never seen it, heard it, or touched it, how would you describe it?
Can I just get you to repeat the question once more, if that's okay, please?
Yeah. So if you were to describe about a coffee to an alien who has never seen it, heard it, or touched it, how would you describe it?
Thank you for the question. And the only way I could describe it is as yuck, because coffee is disgusting. I am really sorry to all the coffee fans here, whether you like Starbucks, whether you like Tim Norton's or any other crappy coffee thing. I would describe it as this black, dirty dishwater, and that's the only way to describe it. Now, I know that there are fans here of coffee on the screen, and I can see their heads going, yes, we hate you very much. But let me tell you, there is better drinks out there. It's called Coca-Cola, it's called Milo, there's many other drinks, chocolate, hot chocolate, but coffee, the smell is awesome. And I don't even know how to describe the smell other than it smells like coffee, but the taste is disgusting. So my alien friend, what I would suggest, instead of ordering the coffee, we're going to order the Coca-Cola. Now it's very sweet, it's full of sugar, it is tasty, it is cold, it is not hot, which I hate as well, and it is beautiful. Mwah! Absolutely gorgeous. So for me, I will not give my alien friend, whether it be you, Rivtik, whether it you be Mega or Gaja Lakshmi, no, I will not give you the coffee bean. But I will give you the gift of Coke with the fries and the burger, and we'll go to McDonald's and we will have a very sane experience. Back to you.
Thanks, Alicia. Wonderful speech indeed. Okay, so Arvind, do we have time for more topics, or we move back to the theme of today?
One more.
One more? Okay. Okay, then who would like to take up?
I'll give it a try, Vichitra, this side.
Yeah, sure, Vichitra. Okay, so for you, the topic is which communication style survives the best during conflict resolution? Which communication style survives the best during conflict resolution? Over to you.
Okay. So during a conflict, it's like both parties are involved, right? So one has to just settle down, like I have to listen it first, what the other speaker is saying, what the other communicator is saying. So if I can listen that, I can react after that. So sometimes persons react without listening properly, and that creates conflict. So if you listen it properly, then you can break it down, okay? And if something you don't like, then you can make the valid point, like I don't agree with this point. And sometimes you have to be it's like you cannot be blunt and brutal on the face, so you have to be a bit diplomatic while answering. So in that case, we can do the conflict resolution, and it should be face to face. That is the better way to do all these resolution on conflict front. That's it.
Thanks, Vichitra. That was a great try from your side. So we should move back to the theme of today, Arvind. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for taking up the topics and speaking so well and giving your views on that. So we'll move back to the theme of today. And over to you, T-Mod Mega. You can take over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritvik, for conducting the table topics, and thank you for keeping it in line with our theme today. Those were wonderful topics. Moving back, I'm going to share my screen. I have a small exercise for you all with some questions to identify which is your primary modality or which is the modality where you belong to majorly. So I would like to first tell all these three modalities, each and every human being, we all live in combination of these three modalities. But sometimes we have one of the modality more or we display that modality more in our day-to-day actions and behaviors. So it will be helpful if we identify which modality we belong to more and our family members, so that our communication with them and interaction with them improves. Okay, so I'm going to start with some questions. I'm going to go a bit fast, so if you can take note of it or write down, it would be helpful. Otherwise, it's just fine if you can remember. Yeah. So the first question is, important decision is that which looks right for you, which looks right from my point of view. Important decision is that which looks right from my point of view. Second question, important decision is that in which the opinions of others or other people looks right to me. Important decision is that in which the opinions of others or other people looks right to me. The third question, important decision is that which makes me feel right. Important decision is that which makes me feel right. Fourth one, important decision is that which is based on facts, figures, and planning. Important decision is that which is based on facts, figures, and planning. So in this, you can mark which one is more apt for you. I'm going to the next section. In that, we will have a set of options or set of questions, subset of questions. So the first one is, I like those people who are dash. I like those people who are dash. Options are wear nice clothes, have a attractive or face which looks attractive. And then the third one is who show truth on their face. Who show truth on their face, or I see truth on their face. I like those people who are dash, wear nice clothes, whose face looks attractive, and whose face show truth. The second question. I like sorry, this is the again subset of the first question. Is the question is I like those people who are dash. So this is the first set of options. So I'm going with another set of questions for this only. I like those people who are dash. The second one is voice sounds true and good to hear. Voice sounds good and true to hear. Third option, I like those people who are soft and confident in spending time or shaking hands. Soft, who are confident who are confident in spending time or shaking hands. The third one, I like those people who have words with facts, logic, thinking, who have words with facts, logic, and their thinking is good. I like those people whose words have facts and logic and their thinking is good. So you can mark your option for this. I'm going to the next set. The question is to identify someone easily. To identify someone easily. Options. I see them properly. I see them properly. I hear their style of speaking. I hear their style of speaking. I hear each and every word they speak about them. I hear each and every word they speak about them. To identify someone easily, the three options are I see them properly, I hear their style of speaking, I hear each and every word they speak about them. The next set of questions with options. Below things are too easy for me. below things are too easy for me. Select first option, select combination of colors and clothes. Selecting combination of colors, clothes. Second one, catching smallest detail in sound or wrong pronunciation in somebody's talk. Catching the smallest detail in sound or wrong pronunciation from somebody's talk. You can mark your option for this. I'm moving on to the next set. Sorry, hold on. In this question only, below things are too easy for me. There are more options. I'm going to talk about that now. So the next option is, which sofa is more soft? Which AC is colder? Are you this kind of person? Which sofa is, are you identifying? Are you able to identify? Or like below things are too easy for me. Is this easy for you? Which sofa is more soft? Which AC is colder? The next point is arguing with someone and analyzing politics. Arguing with someone and analyzing politics. The next set of question heading is, if anyone wants to know who I am. If anyone wants to know who I am, below are the options. First one is, they only need to see my clothes or how I am dressed up. They only need to see my clothes or how I am dressed up. Second option, they only need to listen to my words. They only need to listen to my words. Third option, they need to shake my hand and choose me. They need to shake my hands and choose me. The next option, they need to understand me or the intelligence of my mind. They need to understand me or the intelligence of my mind. If anyone wants who I am, the options are, they need to see my clothes or how I am dressed up. They only need to listen to my words. They need to shake my hand or choose me. They need to understand me or the intelligence of my mind. Which option do you choose? The next set of question, the question heading is to learn and understand something. To learn and understand something, dash, and the options are, it is important for me to see how it happens. It is important for me to see how it happens. The second option is, it is important for me to hear what the teacher says. It is important for me to hear what the teacher says. Third option, it is necessary for me to practice myself. It is necessary for me to practice myself. The last option, it is necessary to understand theory first and then hypothesis of the subject. It is necessary to understand theory first and then the hypothesis of the subject. I'm going to repeat this question set. The heading is to learn and understand something dash. What are the things which is important for me? A, it is important for me to see how it happens. B, it is important for me to hear what the teacher says. C, it is necessary for me to practice myself. D, it is necessary to understand theory first and then the hypothesis of the subject. The next set of the question is, this is the last set. Heading is, when talking in letters, often, dash. Option A, I am usually in my loud tone. I am usually in my loud tone. B, gentle and sweet tone, speak at moderate pace. Gentle and sweet tone, speak at moderate pace. C, slow feeling, I speak slowly, feeling everything. C, I speak slowly, feeling everything. D, I speak thoughtfully in a balanced voice, after weighing every word. I speak thoughtfully in a balanced voice after weighing every word. The last set of question I'm going to repeat. The heading is when talking in letters often. Option A, I'm usually in my loud tone. Option B, gentle and sweet tone. Speak at moderate pace. C, slow feeling. I speak slowly, feeling everything. D, I speak thoughtfully in a balanced voice after weighing every word. So these are the set of questions with the options. So I would like to encourage you all to answer the questions and choose the options which one you are, and then go about the definitions of V, A, and K. So do you feel so each and every set of options belong to one of the modality. It might be visual, it might be audio, it might be kinesthetic. So once you have your option ready, you have chosen. So go back to the visual, audio, kinesthetic definitions and mark it to whichever category it belongs. And if you have more number of visual, then your primary modality will be visual. If you have more number of audio, your primary modality will be audio. And it will, if it is less number of kinesthetic, then it is not kinesthetic. You are mostly visual or audio. Otherwise, if it is kinesthetic, if you are falling into the kinesthetic category where you feel and you feel most of the things by choosing those kind of options, and the doing options, the action options, if you have chosen, and then you will be going into, with that also you'll be going into the kinesthetic modality more. To understand which modality you have got more by marking into those categories. And I would like to also encourage you all to do this for your family members, for your kids, so you understand how they perceive world and what, how they want you to communicate more, in what way, in the visual, in the audio, or in the kinesthetic way. So this is about the exercise. So did you all like it? Was it useful?
Yes,
Yes, Megha.
very much, Megha.
Yes, Mega. Yeah, it would have been more helpful if you put it on the screen, those questions.
Yeah, it was like more, there were more questions and I didn't have much time to prepare them and put it in the slide. Definitely, I'll do a worksheet and share it across.
Survey kind of
Please
thing.
do.
Yeah. Yes, moving on. Yeah, there is moving before that, just want to quick check on the time. Yeah, there is one more modality which is a combination of audio and then something to do with the kinesthetic, that is called as AD. I have not mentioned about it, so I will just give a brief about that. So AD means audio digital. So that is I'll give just examples of it. So people who are more behind the logic, more behind the word why is this happening, why we have to do this way, tell me. I want logic. Without, there is no logic. Why we have to do? Where is the logic here? So they just do not agree without you providing a proof. They constantly ask for proof. If there is no proof, they don't believe. They just don't believe by the words or by something you feel and something you will tell. Let's go here instead of a place which is they'll sometimes you might be in a situation where your significant other might choose a place which is very far, and that will be just about that would have come based out of their feeling, that decision, but you will not agree, you will put your logic there. So that is something to do with AD. So if you are not agreeing and if you are asking questions like why we have to travel that far when you have the same kind of cuisine and restaurant nearby, and then you will put more logic around that, like it will take this much time, you will show the map, see the travel time takes 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes, this much traffic is there, you will see the prices of the restaurant, the price is more, the reviews are not that good, and the restaurant which is near to our home, which is walkable, it has less price, travel time is less. But the other person, for them, they want that feeling. They have got that some kind of good feeling which they like about the other place which is far away. So here you see the conflict. The AD person who wants proof, who is behind the logic, is not able to understand the other person's feeling. The other person is not behind the logic or any proof or anything, just they want that feeling. That's why they want to choose the other restaurant. So that's how the conflict comes. So when you understand the other person's modality, that's where you come to a bridge where you both can meet and come make a decision. Yeah, so this is about the AD modality. So the people who are more behind the logic, proofs, and why. And basically, sometimes we can put them into the category like call them as mad. They're mad about things. Like they want to take on many things together at once. You might have seen some people in an educational session or in a training. You might have seen people asking questions about chapter 10 when the session has just started, when the training has just started. The training started and we are in chapter 1, but they're asking question about chapter 10, and then the trainer has to make them understand, hold on, we are in LKG, then slowly we will move to 10th standard. So these are those people who belong to AD modality. They just want to grab everything at once. They're asking, what are you going to teach tomorrow? I want to know today only. Yeah, with that being said, I would like to, we are coming to the almost closure of this topic. So why NLP modalities matter is what I want to talk. So as I said, it helps in bridging the communication gaps, understanding people better. So when you know about these modalities and when you heard these similar terms like somebody summarizing the meeting notes, somebody giving importance to charts. I want data in the charts, in the visual representation. So you know where the people coming from, what is their modality, what they like to see or what they like to hear. And then so that you tweak your communication according to them. And that's how the bridging the communication gaps happen. And that is with this being said, it also helps in improving your relationship with your family members, understanding them better, and why they like certain things more and why they like something how they want. All those you would understand better. There is one more important aspect with respect to understanding the modalities. So it is also to know your triggers, why you are getting triggered for certain point. So for that, I want to talk about something called self-respect. So what is self-respect? Can anyone tell? What do you understand by self-respect?
It is like maintaining our some kind of a threshold for each individuality level with respect to maintaining some values, and below that, if someone said so, that's where the same trigger will happen.
Yeah, it is like, do you believe in yourself and you do not need validation of others or others' words for you to become better or for you to feel good. An internal sense of your own values as a person is called self-respect. It should not depend on what others say, and it is not something outwardly. We should not see it outside. It should something we are seeing inwardly, inside. So it is there inside us already. Something like that. So some painful memories we have from our life experiences, so it will be stored in our body and in our mind through these kind of modalities, in the form of visuals, in the form of sounds, in the form of feelings. A certain voice, somebody speaking in certain voice or some tone, it might trigger a kind of discomfort for you. in these days, people have their preference for watching the podcast, the host of the podcast. Some people like some kind of host, and some other set of people, they don't like that host at all. They go for another set of host and their podcast. So that is again with respect to how they speak, their tonality, their body language, everything, how you are perceiving the visuals of that person, the tone, and then the audio of that person, how you are perceiving. So it is all present in your subconscious mind, in your body, in your mind, and through that you get some triggers. I don't like this podcast, or I don't like this host, how they are speaking. I'll watch something else. So you might have experienced many times. So you might have gone for YouTube for understanding any concept. The same concept is explained by many trainers, but you like a specific trainer, you will have a preference. So that is because somewhere you have connected with that trainer, with his tone, with his how he represents, how he explains, how he represents himself, everything. So identifying your visual, audio, and kinesthetics, and any bad memories or any triggers which is stored inside your body and mind, it will help you to release it through meditation or any other, mind calming practices, which will help your triggers to come down. So without knowing, we'll have some triggers. Somebody's voice might trigger us. Somebody's particular, particular word usage of particular word will trigger. And in your childhood, some bad incident might have happened. Some kind of, for example, a glass breaking. With anger, somebody broke a glass. So that sound has stayed with you till your adulthood, and whenever you hear that, something happens, something triggers. So identifying what is that visual or audio or kinesthetic which you do not feel good and for which you get triggered helps you to get past of that and move better in your life. Yes. So with that, I have almost completed today's session. I'm just thinking if I have missed any important point to convey as part of this session. Yeah, that's about it. Any questions?
So, Megha, what I can uh, see from here is we have these three modalities, right? And they are very closely related to the senses of human being. So, if you see, human being have five senses. Three of the modalities which you have listed, that is what we see, what we feel, and what we hear. Apart from that, what we smell and taste, that is also count as two senses for human being. So are those not counted under modalities?
No, Ritvik. Those comes as the sensory, something with respect to touch, smell, see. So there is see, smell, touch in that also, but it comes to a sensory topic, and this is modality, something which is mostly related to your deep subconscious mind, where you store or where you perceive or you understand things. The senses are like it, like you touch and it is gone. You see and it is gone, and you taste, it is gone. After that, it is gone. But these are the modalities which stays in your subconscious mind, which affects your communication and which affects your life as a whole. If you keep some of the triggers inside your body or mind. So understanding this is part of improving your life with respect to triggers and with respect to communication and with respect to understanding the family members and your relationship with everything, work, family, and around the world, like that.
Yeah, because if you see, sometimes some kind of smell also brings us the memories, special kind of scent or something that triggers a memory which we remember. So yeah, just wanted to ask on that. Yeah, okay, I got your point, Mega. It comes under the sensory uh, modalities, right?
Yeah.
Mm. Oh,
So
So
are we good to? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So all this learning comes as part of which kind of a training, Mega? Because I heard this NLP is a separate for
Yeah, yeah.
someone who interested in coaching.
Yeah, it all
Uh,
comes as part of NLP. NLP is a Neuro-Linguistic Program, understanding about human brain. And there is one more NLP, that is natural language processing, that is which is training the AI models. That is different. This is neural linguistic programming, understanding about human brain, mindset, conscious, subconscious mind, everything.
okay. Some practitioners or some consultants, some people like who are into this coaching field, no, the
Yeah.
personal coaching, they also mention like they are the NLP practitioner.
Yes, yes. Yeah,
Hmm.
usually a mindset coach is one who has done the certification with respect to NLP, that is NLP certification, neural linguistic program certification. After that, a person can become a mindset coach. So yeah, so all the coaches whom you have seen, they would have done this NLP training.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay. So should we move on to the tag role takers? Okay. Yeah, I would like to call upon the tag role takers to present their reports. First, I would like to call timer Toastmaster Ritvik. Can you present your report, please?
Yeah.
Sorry, Toastmaster Arvindraj. Can you please present your report?
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Mega. Yeah, considering the time limit, I just sharing all the table topics, speakers time in the Zoom chat. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Mega.
Yeah. Toastmaster Mallikarjun, can you please share your counter grammarian report?
Yes, Mega. Yeah, I've noted down the possible usage account report of all the speakers. So I looked as little usage of and whom. I did not see any possibilities or crutch words used by Ritvik and Ashiat. And Shiva, guess Shiva used more usage of us during the speech. And Pradyumna used two but and one so. It's a little usage, but yeah, you can take care of that, Pradyumna. And I don't see any possibilities used by Alicia. And Vichitra used little usage of us and but and so. Mega, you used so few times and you repeated few words in your speech. And Arvind, I see little usage of and so. This is the counter report for all the speeches. Coming back to the grammar report, I observed good words today, like kinesthetic. This is the first time I'm hearing. And modality. And some good headlines like praises, stronger teams, more inclusive teams, and better collaboration, from automatic reaction to conscious response. These are the good sentences, praises used in the presentation from Mega. And I did not see anyone use the word of the day or idiom of the day. And just I want to end with I see indomitable spirit from the guests today. They participated in taken participation in the table topics. That's my grammarian and accountant report. Thank you. Over to you, Rick.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mallikarjun. Quickly moving on to our another tag role taker, Toastmaster Pradyumna. Yeah, can you please take the control.
Sure. Are you ready for the quiz?
Yes.
Yes.
Question number 1. How long had Arvind Raj been with Oracle? Arvind, you're not answering.
14 years.
No.
13 years.
Yes, Mallikarjun gets.
I yeah.
How did Ashiat join the meeting? Ashiat, you're not answering.
She got an invite.
Yeah, Ritvik gets a point. Megha, you are not answering. What is NLP?
Neuro-Linguistic Programming.
Mallikarjun, 2 points. What is modality of a person who can't sit still in a class? Megha is not answering.
Kinesthetic.
Yes, Ashiat gets a point. So the leaderboard is Mallikarjun 2, Ashiat 1, Ritvik 1. Next question. What is Alok's punchline?
I will be back.
Yes, Mallikarjun 3. How much the audience listen from a speaker? Ashiat, you are not answering.
7%.
7.
Yes. Mallikarjun 3 points. Ritvik 2 points. Ashiat 1 point. Sandeep, you are not answering. What is the boon of Sandeep?
Remembering bad memories.
He used a term. Okay, half point for Ritvik. Sandeep, would you like to answer?
Was it photographic memory, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, half point for Ritvik. So Mallikarjun 3 points, Ritvik 2.5, and Ashiat 1. What is black dirty dishwater?
Coffee.
Yes, Ritvik 3.5, Mallikarjun 3, and Ashiat 1. What is the modality of those who demands why?
Auditory.
No.
ADE.
Full form.
Full form, I forgot.
Anyone else?
Audio digital.
Yeah, but you won't get the point. Okay, so today the best listen is Ritvik with 3.5 points.
Thanks, Pradyumna.
Thank you, Toastmaster
Oh.
Pradyumna, for that for conducting the listener tag role today for our club, and thank you for coming up with wonderful questions also. Thank you for your listening skills. You also had wonderful listening skills along with us because you prepared such wonderful questions. Okay, so with that, we have come to end of the session. Toastmaster Arvind Raj had to leave because of an urgent meeting. Yeah, so I am going to adjourn this meeting today. Thank you. Before that, I would like to also thank Toastmaster Ritvik for conducting the wonderful table topics, Toastmaster Ashia, Toastmasters, and all other guests who have attended today's meeting, and hope you all had a takeaway for today and hope you all enjoyed today's session. With this, I'm going to adjourn today's meeting. IBC Toastmasters meeting number. Can you please help me with the meeting number, Ritvik?
675.
675. IBC Toastmaster meetings remains adjourned. Thank you, everyone, and have a great evening. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a great evening.